Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and today I'm here with my friend.
Hi, everyone. I'm from Austin, Texas, and I'm so happy to be here today. I feel like we haven't talked in a while.
I know, right? Life gets busy. Last week was crazy for me. Work, traffic, a broken coffee machine.
Oh no, not the coffee machine. That's a real emergency.
Exactly. A true emergency. I couldn't think straight until 11 a.m.
I totally understand that. I'm the same way. No coffee, no me.
So everyone, today we are going to talk about something really fun, really relatable, and maybe a little embarrassing.
Yeah, a little embarrassing. We're going to talk about misunderstanding English words. Those awkward moments when you think you know what a word means, but you really, really don't.
And trust me, this happens to everyone, not just people learning English as a second language. Even native speakers like us sometimes get confused.
That's so true. English is interesting.
Interesting is a kind word for it.
So let's start simple. What does it mean to misunderstand a word?
Good question. So let me think for a moment. When you misunderstand something, you hear it or read it, but you think it means something different, something wrong.
Right, like you hear a word, you think, oh, I know this word, but actually you don't, not really.
And then something awkward happens, something funny, or sometimes something embarrassing.
Yes, and it can happen in so many ways. Maybe you mix up two words that sound similar, or maybe you learn a word but only one meaning of it, and then someone uses the other meaning.
Ooh, yes, that's a big one. English words often have many, many meanings.
So many meanings. It's a little crazy.
And today, we're going to share some real stories, some funny moments, and we're going to help you learn how to avoid these awkward situations, or at least laugh about them when they happen. Smile.
Because laughing is important. When you're learning English, you will make mistakes. That's okay. Mistakes are how you learn.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Be afraid of never trying. Nods.
Ooh, that's deep.
Sometimes I surprise myself.
Okay, so let's get into the good stuff. Do you have a story? A time when someone misunderstood an English word?
Oh, I have many. Let me think of a good one. Okay, so my cousin, she moved here from Mexico. Her English was pretty good, but still learning. And one day her boss said, "Hey, can you table that idea for now?"
Oh no, I already know where this is going.
And she said, "Of course," very confident, very happy, because in her mind, and honestly in most of the world, to table something means to put it on the table, to discuss it right now.
Right, in British English, table means to bring something up for discussion.
Exactly. But in American English, it means the opposite. It means to delay it, to put it aside. Don't talk about it yet.
One word, two opposite meanings, depending on which country you're in.
So my cousin spent the next hour preparing a big presentation about this idea. She thought they were going to discuss it immediately. And then her boss walked by and said, "Why are you working on that? I said we'd table it."
Oh no.
She was so confused and embarrassed. Poor thing.
That's such a good example, though, because it's not her fault at all. She knew the word, she just knew a different meaning.
Exactly. And that's what makes English tricky sometimes.
Okay, I have one too. This is a little embarrassing for the person, but it's also very funny. So my friend Sarah, she was at a dinner party, very nice dinner, and someone asked her, "Are you stuffed?"
Oh, no.
And Sarah, she learned the word stuffed from a children's show. She thought it meant like a stuffed animal, like a toy.
Oh, no.
So she looked at this person very seriously and said, "No, I'm not a toy."
Oh, no. I'm not a toy. Oh, my goodness.
The whole table went quiet, and then everyone laughed. But Sarah was so confused. She didn't know why everyone was laughing.
That is so sweet and so funny.
Because, of course, stuffed in that context means full. Like, did you eat enough? Are you full? That's all it means.
One word, so many meanings. Stuffed animal, I'm stuffed, completely different.
English, everyone. She shrubs and smiles.
Okay, so let's slow down a little bit. Let's look at some common English words that beginners often misunderstand, and we'll explain them clearly.
Great idea. Let's start with a simple one. The word fine.
Oh, yes, this one causes so much confusion.
So, in the dictionary, fine means good, nice, okay. Like, the weather is fine today.
But in real conversation, when someone says, I'm fine, it sometimes means not fine.
Right. If someone asks, "Are you okay?" and the person says, "I'm fine," sometimes they mean, "I'm actually upset, but I don't want to talk about it."
So the tone is everything. How you say fine changes the meaning completely.
Demonstrates, "I'm fine," said warmly, smiling. That means actually fine.
I'm fine. That means not fine. Be careful.
Context and tone. Always pay attention to those.
Next word, sick. This one surprises a lot of people.
Yes, so sick traditionally means ill, not feeling well. I'm sick. I have a cold.
But in modern American slang, sick means something is amazing, cool, awesome.
So you might hear a teenager say, dude, that skateboard trick was sick. And they mean it was incredible, not that it was unpleasant.
Slang is a whole other level of confusion.
A whole other universe.
What about literally? I feel like this one is a favorite to talk about.
Oh, yes. Okay, so literally should mean something actually happened, for real, in real life. I literally fell on the floor, meaning you actually fell.
But people use it for exaggeration now.
All the time. I literally died laughing. You did not die. You are here. You are speaking. It just means you laughed very, very hard.
So now literally sometimes means figuratively.
English did that. We did that to ourselves.
We really did.
Okay, here's another big category that causes awkward situations, especially for people who speak Spanish, French, Portuguese, or other languages. They're called false friends.
Ooh, yes, false friends. That's such a good term for them.
So a false friend is a word that looks or sounds similar to a word in your language, but it means something completely different.
And it traps people all the time.
For example, the word embarrassed. In Spanish, there's a word that sounds very similar, embarazada, but embarazada in Spanish means pause for effect.
Pregnant. Yes. So imagine someone is learning English, they feel embarrassed, and they say, I'm so embarrassed right now. And they say it correctly. But then they think, oh, wait, what's the English word? I think it's like embarazada, so maybe pregnant.
And they say, I'm so pregnant right now.
In the middle of a meeting.
That actually happens. Teachers hear this story all the time.
Another one, sensible. In English, sensible means reasonable, smart, practical. She made a sensible decision.
But in Spanish or French, the similar word sensible or sensible means sensitive, emotional.
So someone might say, my teacher is very sensible, meaning they think the teacher is very emotional. But in English, it sounds like they're saying the teacher is very reasonable and wise.
Which is honestly a compliment either way, so maybe that one isn't so bad.
True, true.
Tips to avoid these awkward moments. Okay, so we've had a lot of laughs, but let's also give our viewers some real helpful tips. How can you avoid these misunderstandings?
Great. Tip number 1, always check the context. When you hear a new word, don't just learn the word alone. Learn the sentence around it, the situation around it.
Because the same word can mean very different things in different situations.
Exactly. Tip number 2, learn slang slowly and carefully. Slang changes fast. What's cool today might be weird tomorrow, and slang in one city might be different from slang in another city.
Yes, and if you're not sure, it's always okay to ask. What does that mean is not a silly question, it's a smart question.
Tip number 3, use context clues. If you don't know a word, look at everything around it, the tone of voice, the facial expression, the situation. These clues help a lot.
In tip number 4, one of my favorites, don't panic when you make a mistake. Just smile, laugh a little, and say, "Oh, wait, I think I misunderstood. Can you explain?"
Most people are kind. Most people will help you. Nobody is going to laugh at you for trying to learn.
And honestly, the funny misunderstandings, those are the moments you remember forever. Those are the moments you learn from the most.
Smiling at camera, like I'm not a toy. Sarah will never forget what stuffed means.
Laughing at camera, she definitely will not. All right, everyone, we're coming to the end of today's conversation. But before we go, I want to say something.
Listens, learning a language is not easy. English especially, it's full of surprises, full of strange rules, and words that have 5 different meanings depending on who's talking and where they are.
But that's also what makes it beautiful, right? Every time you learn something new, every time you have one of these awkward moments and then understand it, you grow, you get better.
You become more connected to the language, more connected to people who speak it.
And you get better stories.
Laughs. You get so many better stories, trust me.
So to everyone watching, whether you're a beginner or somewhere in the middle of your English journey, keep going, keep listening, keep practicing.
Make mistakes, laugh at them, learn from them. That's the real way to learn English.
Not from a textbook, not from perfect grammar drills, from real conversations, from real life, from moments like these.
Smiles at camera. So, thank you for watching today. If you enjoyed this conversation, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel.
And leave us a comment below. Tell us, have you ever misunderstood an English word? What happened? We want to hear your stories.
We read every single comment, everyone.
And if you want to see more conversations like this, more real, natural English, please subscribe. We make new videos every week.
We're here to help you learn English naturally, slowly, and with a lot of laughs.
Wave at camera. Thank you so much for being here today, everyone. You're amazing.
Take care of yourselves, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.